Hey folks, welcome back to some more Fate Granddaughter. On our last episode, we pressed onwards through the royal castle and faced and defeated the royal guard. But we also had one last battle against Sir Gawain, where we just barely managed to emerge victorious against him. However, that's not all, as we also saw a continuation of the fight between Sir Tristan and the Old Man of the Mountain, where the latter just managed to take down Tristan, but at the cost of their lives as well. And there was also a bout between Sir Lancelot and Agravain, but we haven't seen the conclusion to that particular fight yet. So, with that wee tidbit in mind, let us continue henceforth and see what this little blip is going to be all about, as it has got a Lancer. And I may be over-preparing when I'm doing this because this might not even be a boss fight. For all we know, it could just be more Enforcer Knights. Then again, we did just take down an elite group of them, so maybe I'm not overcompensating for something when I have all of these sabers! Yep, this is the setup I'm going to be rolling with against whatever this Lancer node is going to be. So without further ado, let's hit the button. It's time! I've detected a powerful magical response up ahead. This is the highest point in the Holy City. It must be the location of the throne. Just who and what is the Lion King? Why did the sixth Singularity end up like this? The answer to all of that lies beyond these doors. Are you ready, Dave? Let's go to the throne of the Lion King! Okay, so maybe I'm not over-preparing for this. Oh! Yes, the final stage of the 6th Grand Order. Let's go! Aye, let's. This is the highest level of the castle, the place of the oath for the Knights of the Round Table. And the person sitting on the throne is the Lion King, Artoria Pendragon. Answer me. Answer me, who are you? Why did you come to my castle? Why do you show yourselves before me? I am the Lion King, the King of the Storm, and the Lord residing over the ends of the world, the remnant of the hero who wields the sacred lance, Rhongomyniad. That voice just gives me the shivers. This is just like a Gias. That is the Lion King, King Arthur who held onto the sacred lance. I've already made up my mind, but to think I would be afraid this much. However, I must look upon the Lion King directly in the eyes. Yeah! Anyway, for now, answer me. Do you seek me, or are you here to reject me? Dave, the last master of the distant Chaldea. Why have you come to see me? I'm here to correct the course of humanity. Makes no difference. To correct the course of humanity is the same as taking my life. You are here to kill me. Unfortunately, you are not chosen by the sacred lance. Your soul knows good, but commits evil. While it is good, it allows evil. That is the same as evil. I had some expectations for the latest human who could reach my feet. However, you shall die here. Your soul is not needed in my utopia. I will unleash the Round Table. Behold the wave of the ends of the world. When the outer layer is removed, the true face of the planet is revealed. Ooh! The storm that's beyond the throne! So the Lion King was waiting at the ends of the world from the very beginning! The Lion King has stood up from the throne! She's assumed a combat stance! Master, what should we do? I don't understand! Why abandon the world? Nah, I like this latter option! Shut up! Screw your utopia! Senpai? That's some courage right there! A servant would cower before that level of divinity! But that's the spirit! Tell her! That's only something you, a human, can do! Her reason, huh? Humans always want to ask that, no matter the era. I am abandoning the world in order to help you, humans, to survive. The history of this planet will come to an end due to the work of one man. Humanity will be incinerated and history will become nothingness, but that goes against my purpose. We were born thanks to you humans. A god cannot exist without humans. Which is why you humans must remain. I will protect you no matter the cost. This is my own free will. If the King of Mages is allowed this much freedom, I am also going to do as I see fit. Yes, I shall confess, I have always wished for this. I love all of you. You are important to me. That is why I cannot bear to lose to you. I have decided to grant humans eternity, to souls worthy of remaining in the next world. Those who do no evil, nor will, they know evil when they are affected by it. Those who know no end to goodness, and yet are not aware of their goodness. I shall gather those purest souls, freeze them, and archive them. No matter how much time passes, I will store them in my lands as something whose value will never change. What is wrong with that? My work is all for you humans. We're not some barflies on a board! Aye! We're not for your collection! Is that what you think? Is that also what you think, oh Knight of the Shield? Human lives are finite. Amongst them, there are a few whose lives are even more limited. Mash Kirilite, you understand my ideal, don't you? Huh! Mash? Dave, that's enough talking. The Lion King's mental structure is now completely that of a deity. She's lost her values as a human. This won't end with just talk. Fight and destroy the lands. Time will return to normal if you do that. Imprudent, Romani Archerman. That is much like you. However, I have come to the same conclusion. You've answered the question. If you are to deny me, I will deny you as well. Your death is inevitable, and now it draws near. Lament the limits on your life. Know those limits and accept my divine grace. Knight of the Shield, if you want to protect human lives, you will not fight me. Here she comes! Master, prepare for combat! The enemy is Artoria, the Lion King. No, she's not a hero expert anymore. If I were to give her a name, she is the goddess of Rhongomyniad, an avatar of the Sacred Lance. Well, it's go time, huh? This is what everything has been building up to defeat this deity that has the dream of a utopia. Many lives were lost on the way, though, but... maybe it's now time for that to end here, though. So, I do know what she can do with her Noble Phantasm, as I have used a Lancer Artoria in the past. So, even though I have the capability of using Invincibility thrice with all of my units, we're not going to be saving it for her Noble Phantasm. Oh, no, 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 no. On the contrary, we're going to be using it as mitigation throughout her normal attacks, because... well, she's got Pierce and Vulnerability. There's no reason to save it for the Noble Phantasm, only for it to do probably not. So, let's start things off with a taunt. And actually get some invincibility up in here. Because we want to try and get Mashy's Noble Phantasm before the big old Noble Phantasm. Granted, I don't know if she's got any other gimmick beyond that, because, well, Camelot's been very, difficult up until this point, and the various bosses have had their own set of gimmicks. But I digress. Now, do I want to go with a big red chain, or do I actually want to go with a brave chain? I think a brave chain sounds good. As this can start building up, Brave Lizzie's Noble Phantasm awaits at. Oh, those were some crits too! But okie dokes. Right. No Musashi art card though. That would be nice to have. But we do have Brave Lizzie's arts card, so I think I'll use this. And then this shall suffice for now when it comes to using skills. Maybe a Musashi crit can come through too. Oh, nice! Okay, good thing we used invincibility there. But now we have a Musashi Brave Chain, which is really nice. Now, one thing that we also have to be careful of, because Artoria does have this in her Lancer form as a battery. So maybe it'd be nice to do this preemptively. She does have Charisma on too. How long does it last? You know, given the fact that this is one turn, she may actually use her battery just to get the most out of it, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, ducks. Let's see if we can get a good amount of NP gauge here. Oh, nice. Okay. Charisma again. No battery, though. But now we're set in regards to that stuff. She may use her battery this turn, though. But we do have damage cut up. So I think we're mostly fine. I could use First Aid on Mash here. But I'll refrain from doing so, as I do want her to potentially get knocked out. Just so then we can bring in our next servant. To at least start continuing on with the next stage of my plan. Plus I want to save it for our Saber units. So, big red button chain it is, I think. Because damage is damage. Maybe some crits? Oh, nice! Oh, great, okay. Dang, Musashi's damage cut got wasted there. And Lizzie's. Okay, now she has her Noble Phantasm. Now we have to be a bit scared here. Oh, lordy. Oh, we have a little bit of a defense buff to our name, too. I'm going to top up Liz here, though. Just on the off chance, because I don't know how much damage this is going to do. So I guess we'll just have to take it by the ear, huh? Gonna try and get some more MP gauge here, though. Actually, no, we'll do it like this. Why don't I just do it like this, though? There we go. Hopefully these two will be able to survive. Mash won't. Shame we didn't get Mash's Noble Phantasm either, though. Oh gosh. That did a lot of damage. Oh gosh, don't hit Liz, don't hit Liz, don't hit Liz, don't hit Liz. Just hit Musashi. Okay. Right. So we've got Helena here. I want to try and get Lizzie's thing here, though. But we won't be able to do that. Actually, we could give her an evade. Yeah, so we'll do Musashi's here. Yeah, because then we have Lizzie's next turn. Okay, let's evade with Liz. We'll save the attack buff for Lizzie's next turn, though, I think. Yeah, since she has got the stronger NP. Right! Musashi could do a lot of damage here as well. We'll see how it goes anyway. And then we'll just do this. And then hopefully get enough NP gauge through Lizzie's Arts Guard. Okay, buffs are gone as well. Nice. Lizzie's NP is here. Okay, everything seems honky-dory for now, so time for the Buster buff. And this should be enough, actually. Oh boy. Let's go, Brave Liz! Pierce the hippets with your drill! Oh. Dang! However, judging by this is probably not going to be the end of her. She did not fade away. Oh, lordy. But at least we managed a part of the fight if that ends up being the case. Okie dokes. She blew away pieces of Sheba? Her magical energy can even reach Chaldea? Damn it, I can't get a visual. Is everyone okay? Did you defeat Rhongomyniad? Oh, this is bad. There's too much difference between us. The power of divinity that surpasses that of a genius. That is truly the power of an authority, and normal someone couldn't stand up against that. Ugh, I can't move my legs. The king is mistaken. We must fight for the king's sake as well, but my body won't listen to me. This is hopeless. This is so frustrating. This is the end. As your lives wither away, the ends of the world shall be unleashed. I am the king of the storm, the wave that will swallow this up. I am the one who shall bring an end to this world. But feel no sadness. Happiness shall be granted to you humans. Your limited lives will receive eternity. I will freeze the lives of yours that will burn up and store them. I will stop them from losing any value. That is the meaning behind protecting lives. The ultimate conclusion of what it means to protect humans. That's... I don't agree with this. That's not right. It isn't right. Oh, what's Mash? Milady. Mash! You're wrong. I don't agree with your concept of happiness. I've seen a lot of different lives in this era. Someone died to protect a child, and there was someone who grieved about it. And they continued to live on in spite of all of it. There was someone who thought that their mom would continue living on as long as they were alive. Having an end isn't meaningless. Life continues on. It doesn't just exist for only a single moment. Even if these losses continue to mount forever, life will continue to spread out, connecting us all. Oh. Rhongomyniad, if you call yourself the storm, if you're the ends of the world, I will fight you with everything I have. Very well, show me. My sacred lance calls forth the storm. It shows the truth lying underneath the peeled skin of the world. Sacred lance, anchor unleashed. For thou art the anchor of storms which splits the sky and connects the earth. Unleash your light from the ends of the world, Rhongomyniad. Here I go! Master Dave, please give me strength! Watch me, Director! At this very moment, I will prove the foundation of our humanity! Oh, go, Bash! You can do it!
それは全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよ、ロード・キャメロット！
That... Oh... I love the way that Noble Phantasm looks. And in a way, it's kind of a callback to Fairy Kate. Oh my gosh! Because not only did she block Artoria Lancer's attack with her Noble Phantasm prior... Not Lancer, Artoria Altars, yeah. With her old variation of the Noble Phantasm, they ended up building upon that and making her block a goddess version, but with Lord Camelot, and the visual effect is so nice! Oh, the build-up! Oh! Gosh dang it, man! I'm so excited! Okay, let's see what this little conclusion is going to be all about. Because this has to be the conclusion next, right? It seems to be the case. We only have to fight a Lancer once again. Oh boy. Right. I really would love to bring Bedivere. And you know what? I think I am. If I have to use a command seal to make through this though because of this choice, well, sometimes it be like that. But anyway, right. So I think what I'm going to do is, just so that I can actually get to pull off the Noble Phantasm, I am going to change Mashy's Craft Essence. It's not going to be as defensive. Oh, no. It's going to be something in relation to NP gain. However, we won't be able to use Codecast on Nero anymore. Which is fine, because I'm going to take that off. And then I'm going to use something a bit more potent when it comes to NP gauge, like a Kaleidoscope. And then I will just use a 5-cost Craft Essence on Nero herself, as she is our last resort. And, well, if I end up having to use something along those lines, like a command spell, just because of my support choice, well, as I said, I am perfectly fine with that. So, let's see. Are any of these potent at all? I have no clue. Sure. No, that's not that good. You know what? Let's get a tiny bit more cupid. Yeah. Oh gosh, I should have kept some free StarCraft essences, huh? Oh well. It is what it is. I could also bring in Artoria next from Bedivere. Should I change my equipment now that I've went off a bit more of an offensive setup, though? I think I shall. I'm going to use the Chaldea combat uniform. I think a stun can be quite useful to just outright stall a turn. And we do get the multitude of attack buffs. But do I want to change Elizabeth's craft essence? No, I think I'll keep it as is. Yeah. Okay, section 17. Replica. The full thing. Oh gosh, Merlin! So, that's what's going on. The Artoria and that Singularity is turning into something quite concerning. The Wild Hunt, one from Lukavogos, the King of the Storm, and the King of the Dead leading them to manifest in this world. Of course, that's merely one of the stories attributed to her later on. There are other people fit to be the Wild Hunt. However, that Artoria is different. She really became the Wild Hunt. To be precise, that's not the real King Arthur. She's the King Arthur that mutated due to a certain discrepancy. In other words, she's a fake King Arthur who should have never appeared. However, she manifested due to the influence of this singularity. Or perhaps that is the real King Arthur, and the one from our memories is the fake one. The king who stayed behind on this earth to lead the dead, or the once and future king who was transported to Avalon. Of course, I know the one who went to Avalon, but the King Arthur you know as... the one who stayed behind on this earth. However, I couldn't find what I was looking for. I never found what I was looking for. In the end, I ended up a living corpse, washed up to this place. Precisely, you are truly fortunate. No, perhaps unfortunate. There was a rumor among the fairies of a human-shaped rock at the edge of Avalon. It appeared out of nowhere, and no one knows where it came from. It seemed to be a human, and scarily enough, it was still alive. It was alive, yet it couldn't move. The body was beat up, and its soul exhausted. Truly, a living corpse. But surprisingly, its mind was still intact. That rock had tremendous tenacity, and wouldn't allow itself to die. I am sure you understand by now. That rock was you, Lucius. You showed up here due to the effects of the Singularity, a possibility that came from another terminal world. Lucius, no. My dear friend Sir Bedivere, good morning and good day. I'm sorry to do this to you right after you woke up, but there's no time to spare. I'm going to request something cruel from you, as always. Can you still fight? Can you still complete your mission? Of course, I've done everything I have up until now for that purpose. I see. Then I shall give you this parting gift. First, I shall cast a spell upon you to deceive others into not knowing your true identity. Even a hero expert won't be able to discover your true self. Why? Because if they knew who you were, they would try their hardest to stop you. They're not stupid. Well, I suppose Mordred is. If they know the truth about you, they'll awake to the truth about the Lion King too. They will definitely not let you get close to the Lion King. And the Lion King doesn't remember you any longer, I'm imagine. You must get an audience of the Lion King and complete your task before you are denied. It's a very, very lonely journey, but you're used to that, right? You've continued your journey long enough to make one lose their sanity. But let's be perfectly clear, okay? Regardless of the result of this upcoming battle, you will die. Your soul exhausted, ousted from the cycle of reincarnation, your existence will fall into the void. Even then, do you still strive for the end of your journey? Yes, my mind, my will, they remain loyal to my king and his glory. I see, then this is an additional parting gift for you. I've made it so that you can fight. I've changed its name to Argatlum. You'll exhaust your soul at its fuel each time you use it, but try to endure it. The place you will travel to is a hypothetical, a place standing at the edge of the world, where chivalry is striving to be perfected. You shall fight your former allies, you shall face the sin you've committed. Even so, the light in that hand shall never dwindle. Why, you ask? Because it itself is the greatest sin you have committed. Oh. That which heals all wounds and grudges, our glorious homeland. Manifest yourself, Lord Camelot! Oh. Endure it, Bash! Interesting. Let's see how long those slender arms of yours can support the white walls of Camelot. Ugh! 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 You can do it, Bash! Come on! You shouldn't, Dave. A normal person could take it. I understand how you feel, but please, wait here. Sir Bedivere, why are you calmly walking towards Mash? Wait, hold on, that body of yours! Relax yourself, Sir Camelot. As long as the resolve in your heart is true, that shield shall never falter. Bedivere, oh, right, like this? That's right, you are a quick learner. Listen, and listen well. The white walls of Camelot answer to their wielder's heart. Doubts and impurities will cause cracks, and the walls will be crushed by the wave. However, if you do not have a shred of hesitation in your heart, the main gate shall never fall. You are not a knight that defeats the enemy. You are chosen by the Round Table to show that good heart of yours. Who are you? You seem like you're a knight too. You have to know him. He's Sir Bedivere, one of the Knights of the Round Table. What are you saying? I don't know any knights by that name. Oh, come on, Artoria. Of course, but you should remember as soon as you see this. Switch on! Argatlum! It is time for you to tear the light of judgment to pieces! I know that light! I know that light! Just who are you? Why do I? Dave, I was able to come this far thanks to you. I thank you for all your kindness, and I would like to offer an apology. I have been hiding something from you. I know why the Lion King has changed. I have known, and have not said anything. Please, forgive me for that. Bedivere? Wait, your body is breaking down? It can't be! What's going on? Why has this been malfunctioning this whole time? Dave, is Sir Bedivere they're real? The observation results are off. There's no spirit origin signature at all. The magic circuits are on the level of a human's. He's just a regular human. He's not a servant at all. He's a human like you. Oh, no way, but why? No, Doctor, your analysis is correct. I am not a servant. I have filled every one of Magecraft. Argatlum here is the same. This is... Excalibur! That arm is the Sacred Sword Excalibur! You what? Oh! Excalibur! Bedivere, I remember that name. It cannot be you. Yes, I have committed a sin. A completely foolish sin born because I didn't want to lose the king. I hesitated to carry out your order in the forest. You would have truly died if the Sacred Sword was returned to the lake. Oh, it's in reference to that sin. That's why it's molded in the form of his arm. I was afraid of that, and could not return the sword even after the third try. When I returned to the forest, the king was gone. I realized after that. By not returning the sword, the king was unable to die. The king kept the Sacred Lance, and became the king of the dead that wanders this earth. In order to make up for that sin, I looked for you, this whole time, trying to find an invisible shadow. Impossible! That's like 1,500 years! Are you saying you've been looking for King Arthur for 1,500 years? A human can't live that long. Surely Excalibur stops his owner for aging. But that's just the body. The mind can't last forever. You were alone all this time, continuing your journey of atonement? Nothing that tragic could actually happen. That's just way too cruel. Thank you, Dr. Rhongomyniad. However, it was not that tough. Plus, I was given this last chance, thanks to Dave. The night of that holy selection, if you weren't there, I wouldn't have been able to make it this far. I can't remember. I know the name Bedivere, but I have no memories of you. Are you really Sir Bedivere? Very well, in that case, return to me. Throw away that sword. I do not require it. Bog off with that! If you really are my knight, obey my words. Return to my round table, Bedivere. No, I cannot do that, Lion King. Avatar of the Sacred Lance. I am an enemy you must strike down. You must take your revenge against me. And And I have the duty to stop you. I tell you this as one of the Knights of the Round Table serving unto the King of Knights. I am Bedivere, a Knight of the Round Table. As someone that is righteous, I must strike you down, as you are evil. Now, what are you saying, Bedivere? You are mine. You were mine. Now, Dave, give me your final orders. Please give me a fourth chance. The sacred sword is to be given to the right person by someone whose heart is good. I no longer have that right. Bedivere, let's do this! Ooh. I'm glad. Mash, please accompany me. Please help my weak self. Yes, I will do anything to help you, Sir Bedivere. Our enemy is the Lion King, goddess Rhongomyniad. Let's start the final battle of this holy city, Master. Aye. Let's. Even if there's tragedy that's waiting at the end of the road, we have come this far. We even managed to find out Mash's true name of her noble phantasm. Oh my gosh. And the little build-up of this theme. Look at this presentation! Okay. I should stop gushing for now, though. As we have a fight. Well, fight and win. We shall seize victory. That I am sure of. Alrighty. Now I want to try and build up some NP gauge. I could do a Brave Chain again, so let's do that. Seems tradition by this point, huh? She has a battery now. Okay, so the prior one didn't. Right. Well, we have an Arch Chain this time round. So I'm going to preemptively activate this, I think. Because with this turn, we are going to get Mashi's Noble Phantasm. I guess I'll preemptively activate Musashi's Emptiness too, just so that she doesn't take damage. We have First Aid for that, though. Yeah. Shame we didn't get any of her arts cards, though. By cards, I mean cards, but hey, let's go. There we go. Mashi's Noble Phantasm is primed. Now, she may have free bars, but I ain't buying it. She could very well activate a battery here and just end up taking down 2 of our sabers. So for now, let's activate Lord Camelot. Right, another option could have been to stun her. But she's activating a mana burst too. No battery? Interesting. How much longer does the defense buff have with this turn? Yeah, we're just gonna take it. Okay. Well, I hope you lot can tank it. We do have quite the damage cut on as well. So let's see how this goes. We are going to get Noble Phantasms here, so let's just do out a good amount of pain to her. Oh gosh, please tank it. Oh. Okay, Mash is down. But you did well, Mash. You really did. And Bedivere, well, there was a reason I did bring you here. Oh my gosh, a Musashi Brave Chain too. But I have another plan in mind, though. So let's just get this sorted out for now. We'll do this for now just to try and keep Les for a bit longer. Okay. Right. So invincibility here, I think. This is going to hurt. Oh my. Let's go. That's a lot of damage. And this is also going to hurt. Come on, Musashi! Oof! Oh! Right. You may have your noble phantasm primed, but there are two choices I have here. And I think it's only appropriate because I've yet to see his noble phantasm. Bedivere, by my command seal, be the one to finish the job. It was just meant to be. We did it. And Liz is such a tension breaker here. Oh, for Pete's sakes. It could have been anyone else. Oh, man. Just after hearing the fact that his noble phantasm was in fact Excalibur, I just had to finish with Bedivere. Artoria was very tempting to do so with, but in a way, this is bittersweet nonetheless. The king wandered without ever recovering her sword, and became a heroic spirit of heaven. Thus, the Artoria who kept using the sacred lance will never come here to Avalon. Unlike you who came here to return the sacred sword. There's just one way to release her. This time, give her back the sacred sword. But, you understand, right? The reason you've been able to continue your journey this far is because of that sword. Giving it back means that everything will end. Your long journey, all that you've suffered, will end without ever being repaid. For a human who depends on their physical body, the longer they live, the greater the fear of death. It's been 1,500 years. The weight of the fear you feel towards death is unimaginable, even for me. The pain of eternal life is tough, but that's all it is. Anyone can endure it if they try. But the weight of what you're about to do is a fear that none can bear to look upon. Even so, will you go? Will you right that mistake from days gone by? All you wanted was for the king to live. Sir Bedivere, will you do this when you yourself have done nothing wrong? Yes, that is the only way I could serve my king. I'm being pushed back by a mere heroic spirit. No, you're not even a heroic spirit. You are a mere human, and you are a match for me, even as your limbs turn to dust and crumple away. Who are you? Why are you so? It's because I still remember your smile on that day, King Arthur. Don't use that. If you do, you... On behalf of the Knights of the Round Table, thank you. We made you carry the burden of that dark era all by yourself. You alone went part of the Round Table's joy. Brave King of Knights, you are the one who saved Britain. You are my shining star. My king, my liege. No. Now, no. This time, I will return the sword to you. I see. I finally remember. That forest, that hell, the face of the crying knight who watched over me to the end. Did you wander all these years out of regret for what happened? Well done. You are my last and most loyal knight. The sacred sword has been returned. Be proud, Bedivere. You have truly fulfilled the order of your king. Oh my gosh. Sir Bedivere has vanished. The sacred sword has been returned. I can see the Singularity collapsing from here. The gravity fluctuations trying to swallow the era are gone. The loss of the sacred lance is causing the holy say to disappear as well. The disturbance in that era is completely gone. Oh, you want to fight more? You've got the sword back, so that sacred lance binds you no longer. Even if you still have the strength, you have no reason to fight us, do you? I have no reason to let those who oppose the king return alive, and I have the sacred sword. I will not let you go to say you have defeated me when I have yet to use it. You're still going to fight, Lion King? Talk about someone who hates to lose. That's right. If you challenge me, I must give you my all, even if you are the restorers of humanity. My pride as the king insists, but it seems I won't get the chance. Hey, Romani, I'm disappearing. What's going on here? Me too, and Senpai. That's right, the Grail. Dave already recovered the Holy Grail. The sacred lance that disturbed the foundation of humanity is gone, so the restoration is speeding up. Since the Holy Say itself is impossible in that era, the restorative power is many times faster than usual. Anything that wasn't originally part of this era is being forced back to where it belongs. But that doesn't mean you'll disappear. Da Vinci, Mash, Dave, you'll all just be sent back to Chaldea, so don't worry. There goes our chance for a third battle. A shame. I feel like you're running away with your victory. The Lion King. No, King Arthur is going back to her throne. Isn't she going to leave? She's not a hero expert. She wasn't summoned into this era. She's a divinity that made it here on her own power. When the sacred lance vanished, that was the end. The Lion King ends here. Even if you meet another King Arthur who's wielding the sacred lance, it will not be the same person. The Lion King and her sacred lance will end along with this holy city. No, but then what Bedivere did was... It didn't go to waste. Just as he hoped, I was released. And the mistake that was my existence had a purpose as well. There was a truth that I could only learn after I became the King of the Storm. A truth that only the Lion King could know? Yes, I acquired the same perspective as the King of Mages. I understood his ideal and his purpose. The King of Mages, Solomon, the temple where he resides in is outside the proper flow of time. Only the Seventh Grail could show you his location. It is the only one he sent into the past himself. In other words, the Seventh Singularity lies further in the past than King Solomon. I had thought that before his death, Solomon was able to tell which eras would be important to the foundations of humanity. And so he left the Grails behind so eventually they would manifest in those eras. Your speculation is accurate. 6 Grails, 6 messengers, speaking the names of the demon gods. Perhaps they were mages let loose upon the world as the King of Mages' descendants until the hour of their awakening. They lived on from the era of the King of Mages and stayed a part of human history until the year 2018. But the 7th Grail alone was sent to the past by the King of Mages himself. And that was the first step towards the incineration of humanity, a move that shatters the very foundation of human history. And remember what he said, if you reach the 7th Grail, he might consider you a threat. He wasn't talking about simply acquiring the Grail. The 7th Grail is what makes the King of Mages absolutely confident. As long as it's not restored, human history will be incinerated. I can go over everything again, if I know that much. I can observe the 7th Singularity. Thank you, Lion King. Next time we meet, let me give you a thank you kiss. Oh, Romani. Heh, if we ever do meet again, yeah. Oh, she laughed. Even I laugh when I find something amusing. Perhaps not in the past, but as you can see, I have grown now. Master of Chaldea, I will not apologize for this battle. I still think what I did was right. What it takes to protect humanity is different than what an individual requires. That's why you must follow the path you feel is the best. You have reached the point where you can see the King of Ages temple. At the last grail and the last singularity lies an evil you can't even imagine. A great demon who perhaps surpasses the King of Mages himself, the original sin of humankind. Gather the stars which would not dwindle in the face of darkness, the evils of humanity. Here are experts you deem worthy of your trust, comrades with whom you have fully bonded. The forced return is beginning! Everyone, concentrate on your own form! Focus on getting back to Chaldea more than anything! Farewell! I will vanish along with my ideals. But there was something that was saved. Sebedithia. There was meaning in your mistake. There was meaning in the Lion King. For me, that's... Oh? The enforcement knights have disappeared! What's going on? Oh, the Holy City soldiers have... Oh gosh, a voice crack. All the Haiti soldiers have stopped fighting. A moment ago, everybody was being drawn towards the castle. It is scaring me bored, but that's good. This is... I didn't want to get optimistic, but did they beat the Lion King? Yes, it seems so. We can assume they fixed the distortion in this land. Tawara, wait, you ain't looking so good. I can see through your legs. Indeed, you can. It can't be helped. I'm a sure hero expert with my master. Without the grail, and with humanity restored, I can't stay here in this era. If I'd met a proper master in this journey, I probably would have vanished with them, but... What a shame. This time, I had my mentor with me. I must wait for another miracle to bring me to a master. Very well, holy lad. Very well, Sang. Dave, the battle is yours. Oh, wait, leave it. I'll at least leave the rice. Haha, sorry, I can't do that. If you take the Tawara, my rice pal, what do I have left? Just my first name. Oh yeah, get lost then, you stingy jerk. You helped us with a lot, but it was the rice you gave us that made me the happiest. Oh. Words, I guess. Am I alive? Wait, you're alive? Haha, but not for long. I can't move my arms or legs. That must be Shaitan incarnate. It seems like a useless beast that simply eats. But in this state, I can't do anything. I'm sorry, Salia. I'm leaving Roost behind, and I'm... Oh, great founder! That's right, I promised you my head after this was done. Go! I'm so embarrassed. It takes all my strength just to kneel. But forgive me. Please, take my head. Huh? Oh, wait! Why did you spare my life? Thou must be jesting. Hassan of the cussed arm's head hath fallen. The arm of this corpse is the cussed arm, and thus it is the old man of the cussed arm. What? Thou art no longer the old man of the cussed arm. Thus there is no reason for thou to die by my blade. In our world, one is only discharged by death, and now I am surprised to see one who has ended his mission and survived. Be proud, thou mayst be a failed assassin, but of all 19 of us, thou art the only one to escape the yoke of the old man. Yeah. What? How could I? Is this what you are telling me to do? To stay in this era and help restore the people of the mountain? I've done many tasks in my life, but I can imagine no greater job worth doing. I, Hanam, will dedicate my life to it. And when it's done, I must repay my debt. Dave of Chaldea, I hope that fate brings us together. But I'm not that experienced, as you can see. I worry I won't be able to help you too much. Oh, we're back. Back again. Senpai's awake too! We all made it back! I'm outside the coffin. We made it back? Yes, as you can see, we're all fine. We just confirmed that the foundation of humanity was restored too. The 6th Grand Order has been complete. Good work, Master. Yeah, great job. This time it was especially tough. I'm sorry, we can't give you much to thank you for what you did. As always, what happened in the Singularity was undone when we fixed the problem. It won't remain in people's memories or human history. You won't even get the glory after all you did. It's tough. I realize now going by myself. It doesn't bother me. Sorry, Da Vinci. Humph, I didn't think you'd try and make me feel better. I guess you've owned up to me there. Yes, because both Senpai and I now know. Even if it was a world that disappeared, a destroyed era that no one will remember. People cried and were hurt there, but even so... The laughter, the joy, all the good food we ate. To us, it's all real. All the joy they gave us will never disappear. That's right. Yes, you're right. When you spend all your time observing, you end up focusing too much on records. Even if there's no recording of it, what happened, happened, even if it was something not tangible. It wasn't a waste, I'm sure it wasn't. It's still part of what makes up the universe. Yeah, creating something that can't be left behind in a record is the greatest and strangest ability of humanity. Doctor, is the grill secured? Yeah, I just locked it away carefully. Now the 6th Singularity is safe. Once again, good work, Dave. Now there's only one grail left. And with the Lion King's information, I was able to calculate the location of the 7th grail. Where is it, Doctor? The Lion King said that it was before the time of King Solomon. In other words, it's located before 1011 BC. We've observed a singularity in 2600 BC in the ancient world of Mesopotamia. At last, we're visiting ancient Uruk! Oh! Yeah, I'd love to do that, but race shifts into the BC era have a very low success rate. Even with the entire control room staff working on it, it's going to take a long time to prove we can do a race shift that far into the past. Hurry too much and we'll screw up. For now, I want you to wait on standby. Just consider it badly needed rest. This time, it was particularly tough, after all. Both you, Dave, and of course Mash need a break, right? That's true. Yup. So, get back to your room and wash up the dirt from your travels. But stay sharp. The year 2600 BC is right in the middle of what we call the Age of Gods. Whatever's waiting at the 7th Singularity will be far worse than what came before. It's a world where gods, devils, and the world of the dead were a part of everyday life. And there's something there that even King Solomon couldn't see. A terrible monster awaits at the 7th Singularity, a great power that would deny humanity the right to exist. Defeating it is your job, and ours. It's Chaldea's final mission. Please, get some rest until then. Oh, we have to be cheeky. It's just one thing after another, huh? Oh, I do have one bit of good news. A new name just showed up on the list of summonable heroic spirits. He never had any accomplishments to become a heroic spirit, but after what happened, maybe humanity recognized him. Wait, is it Bedivere? Or maybe it was something set up by the Lion King. Either way, you'll see him soon. Don't get too surprised, okay? His name is... Ta-ta-ta-ta! Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! You sound excited, Bash! Yes, of course, I am. There's another senpai I could trust now. He probably doesn't remember what happened at the Holy City. No, he probably never experienced it. But still, I'm happy. I'm happy it's been proven he was right. I'm happy it's been proven that his journey wasn't meaningless. Our journey so far, huh? You mean my journey with you? Are you asking if it's going to hurt if I keep going? Yes, it's always a cruel journey. I'm always scared when I fight, and there's just so much sadness. But this is what I want to do. Journeying with you is my greatest pleasure. Oh! What Drake said before, and what Sang Sang said on that night. I've had lots of other encounters, and experiences, and became someone who I could be proud of. I'm a demi-servant, and I'm nowhere near Galahad yet, but... Even so, this journey is fun. This is what I wanted. This is what I want to do. What you want to do? Yes, it looks like that hasn't changed since the start. I became a demi-servant because I wanted to help you, senpai. Oh. Oh, it's Agravain again. We get to see what happened between these two now, huh? Ha! 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 Lion King, are you alright? The rebels will be here soon. I know that you will never lose them, but please be very careful. You have a tendency to respect the ideals of your opponent. So, Agravain, should you not be more worried about yourself? Your limbs are broken, your chest torn open, and you've lost an eye. You must have fought quite the foe. Ha ha, indeed. He was a man of incredible power, but this time, my obsessiveness won the day. Oh, forgive me for not being able to offer you proof. Even if he is dead, I cannot show you his head. I see. Sir Agravain, come closer. I permit you to approach the throne. With your wounds, it will not save you, but give me your hand. It will help ease the pain a little. No, I am not worthy, and I still have 5 jobs to do. Defeat the rebels, defeat the intruders, restore the Holy See, guide the citizens who underwent the Holy Selections, and lastly, but for you, a splendid palace. There's still too much to do. There's too much to do, but... Oh! It seems that it all ends here. This time, I truly intended to give you your ideal utopia. I'm so embarrassed. My plan failed once again. That's right, but I will not blame you for it. Rest, Agravain. Your one flaw is that you work too much. Nonsense, not when compared to you. Well, at least you found out about that conclusion, huh? And speaking of conclusions... Foundation restored. Order complete. What a singularity this was. So much so, that was really hard for me to stave away the tears when it came to the finale. Oh my gosh. Those people there that we saved, that we fixed up their singularity of, they may forget the experience, but I won't, and I hope you bunch won't either. But before I go all sappy about it, I think there's a certain guest that wants to make his appearance. We got our very own Bedivere. Oh man. Hello there, sir. And yes, as you can see, I'm pretty much spent when it comes to quartz. Hello, Bedivere.
Saber, Bedivere. これよりあなたのサーバントとなりましょう。それは我が恩の恩体になると信じて。
I'm sure Arturia will be very happy that you are here, and I shall lock him as well. And select him. I would like to get him sorted out at some point, but given the sheer quantity of sabers that I've got sorted out for now, he's going to be a bit on the back burner, especially considering that he has only NP1. But still, I'm very glad that nonetheless we did get Bedivere, because I love what they did to his character. And all those years, I really want... Like, let me rephrase that. Many years ago, I did read Fate Stay Night. And I really wanted to see more of what they had in store for the Arthurian Legends. And what they gave me is something that I'm always going to cherish. Because this was just such a grand experience. Everything up until now was around middle of the road, at least to me. I did enjoy a lot of the singularities nonetheless though, but people were not kidding when they said that Camelot does deliver. Oh my gosh. And what's next is Babylonia, eh? Well, that's always for another time though. But, anyway folks, thank you all very much for joining me on the Singularity and series. It was a long wait for me to eventually come to do this, but again, I shall recite this. I hope y'all won't ever forget the experience that we had here today. And I also hope you enjoyed it. So, folks, Oh my gosh, it's so hard to keep my composure. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Ta-ta for now.